Today's video seems to be quite an interesting one. It's coming from Lord Grayson. It's titled Douglas Murray destroy gay comedian on Piers Morgan. This is going to be hot and interesting. Before we dive into the video, my name is Ogechi. This is Ogechi Reaction. Thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time here, hello, thank you for stopping by. Do well to click on the red subscribe button, like this video, drop your comment. So it's important that you watch till the end, okay, and turn on the post notification bell so you get notified anytime I drop a new video. And thank you to all my returning subscribers and viewers for stopping by. Turn on the post notification bell, like this video, and share. So let's get straight into today's video. Today's video is from Lord Grayson. It's titled Douglas Murray destroys gay comedian on Piers Morgan. Let's go.
Welcome back. Sam Smith is back again with more attention-seeking vulgarity. They're never one to do things quietly in recent years. We have to remember call him they, their, them, even though there's only one of them. Remember the latex balloon at the Brits? But they've taken things up a notch, haven't they, with a new global tour criticised as hypersexualised and satanic. And apologise if you're easily offended for what you're about to see.
Brother,
Yeah, exactly. Well, joining me now is comedian James Barr and best-selling author of The Madness of Crowds, Douglas Murray. Well, Douglas, let me start with you. I don't get this Sam Smith thing. It just seems like every week he deliberately... I'm sorry, they, even though there's only one of them. Why is Sam Smith they?
No, please do address Douglas first, but I just need to correct you if you're going to misgender. That's how they identify themselves, Piers.
Why is one person they?
Because that's how they identify.
Why have I got to go along with it?
Because they've asked you to.
So what? No one's asked me to.
Even the Pope respects people's pronouns now.
I don't have to respect anybody's pronouns.
Well, that's fine as long as that's your decision.
My pronoun is hottest man in the world.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to call you that.
Well, go on then.
Some may disagree, but yeah, if that's what you are, then cool, I will address you as the hottest man in the world.
Throughout the entire interview?
Throughout the entire
interview.
These trans people, or these queer people, I don't know what it's called now, are so confused. How can one person... Piers Morgan said, how can one person be they? Don't you know what they means? They means like a group of people. Like some people, only one person, they, and they identify as they. Like something has to be wrong upstairs. Let's continue.
Okay, let's stick to that. Douglas, let's come back to you. You don't have to call me the hottest man in the world, even if you're thinking it. Sam Smith. To me, he's just on an ever-deteriorating campaign to be as vulgar and offensive as he possibly can. Am I missing something?
He's doing what pop stars have done for decades, which is trying to shock as a means to get publicity. And of course, it's pretty successful. I mean, we're talking about him at the moment. But it's striking that it's sort of very unoriginal. I mean, all the stuff he's doing, the sort of over-sexualized stuff, the sort of satanic stuff. Madonna did this 40 years ago. Pop stars have done this and more for decades now. I think the only thing that Sam Smith has got sort of going for him on this, and the thing that actually is making people notice him on this, is that first of all, he keeps sort of throwing these bollards in the way of everyone by changing his alleged gender all the time. You know,
okay,
he came out some years ago.
Wait a second, James. I'll bring you in.
He came out many years ago as gay, and then he said he was actually gender queer, and then he said he was non-binary, and he said he didn't know what it meant. Of course he didn't, because there's no such thing. But he said that they were going to. He said that he thought that he was gender queer, and he didn't know what it meant, but he said that he would explain it someday when he did know. And I sort of think, if you're going to make everyone else distort the language, you should know what you're talking about first.
Very confused lot, like very confused lot. He came out as gay first, and then came out as non-binary. He obviously didn't know what it means. Now they, them. very confused. And you're a man.
You should know what you're talking about first. So he does that to get publicity, obviously. And the other thing he does is he does this sort of, you know, like taking all his clothes off stuff. And the thing that makes it different from other people is that when, oh, I don't know, Justin Timberlake or Rihanna or someone stripped down, they do so because they look good, like their bodies look good. Sam Smith is like pudgy and very ugly. And so people look at it and he looks ridiculous. And the problem is that he's saying, don't ridicule me. But it's hard not to ridicule people when they present themselves
as disgusting. Ridiculous. What are you talking about?
Okay, on that point, I completely agree. Why say don't ridicule me when you deliberately make yourself look ridiculous?
No, that is disgusting. That is a completely disgusting.
Well, it is disgusting, yeah. We do find it disgusting.
No, what you're saying is
Why? We're allowed to find it disgusting.
No, you are not.
Yes, I am.
Keep commenting on what people look like all the time.
Yes, I can. If they're going to dress like that on a stage in front of millions of people around the world, absolutely I can.
Thank you for getting the pronoun correct. I really appreciate that. Listen,
did I?
Douglas, yes, you did.
Well, have you called me mine?
Hottest man in the world, Piers, according to some and yourself.
Yeah.
Listen, the Pope recently said they completely accept every gender identity and that everyone is a child.
Why should anyone be compelled to use a pronoun from someone who's changed their own identity 3 times in 3 years?
I just want to go back as well.
How do you keep up with it?
Actually, I think it's very important to note that other pop stars have done this, including Lewis Capaldi, who recently did a campaign where he was naked on a billboard, and there were nowhere near as many vile comments at Lewis Capaldi's body. The only reason there's a problem for Sam doing it is because you aren't happy with his gender identity because it makes you feel insecure.
No, I don't care about his gender identity. I just don't feel I can be compelled to use pronouns. I don't care about
that. That's fine. Don't use them if you don't want to. That's wrong, but that's totally
you just told me I had to.
No, I think you should, but if you don't want to,
so I don't have
to. Piers, shut up.
Well, I'm not Piers. I'm hottest man alive.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So you're changing your name now. You're no longer.
But my point about Sam Smith is it's just an orgy of, in my view, narcissistic, self-indulgent, deliberately shocking stuff. And Douglas has got a point. He looks terrible.
Okay, so
why would you do this?
You're friends with Ozzy Osbourne, right? And Ozzy Osbourne ate a bat's head on stage.
Yeah.
That could be considered vulgar. I mean, he basically
Ozzy Osbourne never did anything like this.
He started the COVID pandemic.
You know the problem with this gay comedian, right? I don't know. I'm not sure of his name. The problem with this gay comedian is he's trying so hard to make sure that Piers accepts Sam Smith for who he is. You cannot be accepted for who you claim you are. I don't know. You obviously look ridiculous. You're saying we shouldn't ridicule you, but you look ridiculous. You look laughable. Like, you look funny. Do you get? You look funny. You look. And again, the problem with these people, he keeps saying, oh, this person has done it before. This person has done. Does it now make it right? The fact that so many people have done it before doesn't make it right. Doesn't mean that you should do it, or doesn't mean we should accept it. You guys keep seeking validation all the time. Keep making sure that you force yourself, your doctrine, yourself down people's throat. You can't force people to call you they, them. You are not many people. You're just one person. You're just confusing us. Which one are you? Are you gay, non-binary, they, them, your pronouns? I don't know. And the thing is, you guys seek validation, which is so annoying. Like, it's so, like, you look so funny. It looks funny.
What? I think it's brilliant. I think it's sexy. I think it's inspirational.
You think that's sexy?
That is, and that's someone exploring.
Do you think what we're looking at right now is sexy?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
Would you shag
disgusting.
Would I shag it, did you say?
Well, there's a question.
Yeah, absolutely, I would have sex with Sam. Thank you for asking.
You're a braver
would you,
man
Douglas?
than me.
Because it sounds like you're a little bit too obsessed with them, if I'm honest with you.
No, I can assure you I'm not. I know what I like, and I don't like fat, blubbery show-offs who look hideous dressed in lacy pants with their fat spilling out everywhere and doing it in front of as many people as possible to gain attention. I just don't find that sexy. I'm old-fashioned.
Douglas Murray! This one has a very terrible mouth. Oh my gosh. Like, he has a very bad... Okay.
I think you're friends with Piers Morgan.
Well, you'll notice
Please,
you'll notice, of course, that Piers hasn't appeared on this show naked with nipple tassels on.
Yet,
I mean, that's one big
Douglas,
starter, isn't it?
Yet.
Daddy, chill.
I want to quote the Pope again, because the Pope has done this
Why?
documentary.
Are you a Catholic? Do you think we're
I'm not,
all
but I think it's
Catholics?
really
Well, I am a
important.
Catholic,
I think it's
so what do you-
okay,
what do you
great.
quote
So
him?
the Pope said,
Why do you see the problem? Why does he keep mentioning the Pope? Like, he's been mentioning the Pope over and over. Can you just leave the Pope in wherever he is? Let's just leave him in his own category. Leave the Pope alone. Let's face you. He keeps mentioning the Pope agrees. The Pope. So does it not make it right?
so the Pope said that to express yourself sexually is a richness, and that anything that detracts from real sexual expression lessens you and depletes that richness.
But he's not doing this for sexual expression.
Oh, dear
he's
God.
doing this
You
just
don't
to
even
you're
know
just
your
picking any
Catholic
doing
dogma.
it just to be
Why
deliberately
don't you both
offensive.
just go back to clutching your pearls? Go back to
I don't have any
Middle
pearls.
England.
Okay.
Douglas, are we misreading the
Okay.
room here? Are there millions of young people around the world watching this thinking he's the hottest thing on a stage anywhere in the world right now and we should just get used to it?
No, I don't think so at all. No gay guys I know are attracted to this. Everyone thinks it's just kind of ugly and stupid, and it's attention grabbing and much more. I think Sam Smith's a person of limited talent myself. I don't much care for his voice. But the point is that, of course, he just kind of goes around and tries to make headlines. And as I say, he's pretty successful at doing that. But I don't think anyone finds it sexy. I don't know any woman who finds it sexy. I don't know any gay man who finds it sexy. Most gay men I know are attracted to men because they're men. Sam Smith, by the way, he's always trying to cop off with people like Tom Daley and things.
I don't
and
think
they
you can speak for all
reciprocate.
gay men, to be honest with you,
What?
Douglas. Those are pretty much
What?
your own words
So
from things I've
disgusting.
heard you say before. You can't speak for an
I don't
entire
look at this
community.
No,
So-
I don't try to. I don't believe there's any such thing as a gay community or an LGBTQIA plus
I think actually, if you think this show is offensive, you should come to my stand-up show, because compared to that,
What?
Sam Smith's tour is a love letter to Christianity and Jesus.
Really?
So I'll see you at my tour. Starts tomorrow, by the way.
We don't care.
I didn't know you were touring, but good luck with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know what, James? Best of luck with the tour. You're never going to persuade me, and clearly not Douglas either, that Sam Smith is anything other than an attention seeker. Because
But this whole debate is attention seeking. Isn't being an artist about attention seeking?
well, it
Isn't
could
that the
be.
whole point?
It could be, but when you're just going to that kind of length, just to be deliberately, slobbishly offensive, I think it's unacceptable.
You're doing what you would say is slobbishly offensive. You're doing that right now by saying vulgar things about Sam Smith and deliberately misgendering
but I'm not
them.
wearing a Satan outfit.
Doesn't matter what
Once
you decide
again,
is right or
naked
wrong.
and semi-naked. It's like, I mean,
And once again, if you act in a vulgar way, you should expect people to be vulgar about you,
I
probably.
think that's the point. If you're going to do what he does, it's a bit like Madonna. You know, when she says, stop objectifying me. What else are we supposed to do with Madonna? Given that all she ever does is demand we objectify.
You know what? You're both cis, white, straight men. You can carry on.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hang on,
right?
Piers, wait a second. What did he just say?
What did you call us? Repeat it for Douglas.
Says you were both, I can't remember, to be honest with you.
Cis,
Douglas.
white.
I think you said, okay, why don't you shut
Cis,
up for a
white,
moment?
straight, more
I
Doug-
think
white,
you
straight
said,
man.
Well, Douglas
I
isn't
think
straight.
you said
Oh,
that
you're
we're
not,
both.
Douglas.
I think you said we're both cis, white, straight men. First of all, I am white. Secondly, I am a man. Thirdly, I've been out and gay my entire adult life, which is about 25 years now. I don't know
shame
how
on
old you
you
are,
for
but
not
I was
supporting the community, Douglas.
I was out as gay when you were still prancing around talking about whether or not you were. So do be quiet. Do stop judging other people. And if I were you,
me
I'd do a
judging
little bit
other
of
people? Are
research.
you joking?
I would do a
Oh my
little-
God, Douglas,
I would do
that's
the
ridiculous.
I
I'm
would
not the
do
one judging other people here. I'm just pointing out facts. I'm sorry I got your sexuality wrong.
No, if I were you, I would do the tiniest bit of research before opening your mouth. You're embarrassing yourself. That's probably why people wouldn't
I
want
don't
to come
think
to
so.
your
I think
show.
you're
All right.
embarrassing yourself.
Gentlemen,
You're a shame to the queer
You know what? I
community.
tell you who's really embarrassing.
I'm not a member of the
themselves.
queer
I'm working
community,
here, I'm
you
working hard.
stupid sod.
I tell you
I'm
who's-
not a member of the queer community.
The
What are
person
you
who
talking about,
ultimately is
the queer
genuinely
community?
embarrassing himself, herself, themselves, whatever,
Jesus.
is Sam.
Wow, it got messy at the end. Douglas, I never knew Douglas used to be gay. So he came out of the gay community, started identifying as a man 25 years ago. Wow. That's interesting. Okay, someone who has been there is coming out to say you guys are crap and crazy and you guys are... I don't know, honestly. I just feel like Sam Smith is a comedian probably seeking for attention because he obviously, you know, he's trying so hard to offend people because, I mean, it's just a very disgusting behavior. He looks funny, he looks ridiculous, so you can't say we shouldn't ridicule you when you actually look ridiculous, you look laughable, right? People are going to laugh at you because you look funny, and you have a very disgusting way of showing your what's it called now? I don't know. I think the gay community needs to rethink their pronouns or rethink their identity. I don't know. This is so funny. Anyway, it got messy at the end because, you know, when one or two persons do not agree with, you know, it gets messy, we get insultive and all of those things. The gay guy, you know, I don't know, he said he's going on a tour, something about Jesus, and I said something in pidgin. Nigerian pidgin is English. I said Jesus don't suffer for the hand. This is so funny. Anyway, let me know your thoughts about this this video. What do you think about Sam Smith? Do you think he's a comedian? Do you think he's chasing clouds? Do you think it's just a way of promoting the movement? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts and your contributions towards this. Do well to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next episode. Bye bye.